Matsuri festival. When you think of Japan, do you think of Tokyo and busy big cities with lots of tech? Or maybe of sushi? Lots of things from Japanese culture are popular all over the world, even here. Think ninjas, origami, even Pokemon. In recent years, however, one Japanese trend has become so popular, we may not even notice that it's part of our lives. Kawaii. In Japanese, kawaii is the quality of being cute. So someone can be cute in the way they dress, in the way they act, or something can be cute. Like this squishy. Kracie Popin Cookin kits are popular and famous all over the world. Basically, for being cute, for being kawaii. Even though they're popular everywhere, to get them, you have to be in Japan. So we had these kits brought over specially for you, so you could try them and find out what kids in Japan like to do for fun. Most of the time, Kracie Popin Cookin kits are cute, tiny versions of food that people like to eat in Japan, like sushi or hamburgers and french fries. And today's kits are no exception. This video is for the Japanese Matsuri Festival candy making kit, which looks like this. It has popular festival foods from summer festivals in Japan, like french fries, candy apples, candy bananas, and corn on the cob. They won't actually taste like corn on the cob or french fries. They're just cute versions of them. If you have a kit that looks like this, you're watching the wrong video. But in the description for this video down below, you'll find the link where we show you how to do this one. In addition to everything in this box, you're gonna need a pair of scissors and a cup of water. You may also want to have a plate or a tray, something that you can put the candy you make on, just in case the little tray that they give you isn't big enough for you. Once you've gathered all that, make sure you wash your hands and the space that you're working on, as that is the first step anytime we cook or bake. So let's get started. So here are the flavors you should expect. The french fries will taste like pineapple, the candy apple like apple, the banana like banana, and the corn on the cob like grape. They didn't want to have you have corn-flavored candy. The back of the box shows the instructions in Japanese. The paper that we provided you has those translated for you. We suggest you either have a grown-up help you open this bag or that you open it with scissors very carefully, as you don't want to rip it too much, as the bag itself is actually part of your project. This is my storefront. This is the cutting board and the space where we can measure the corn. This is the container for my french fries. I forgot to mention in the beginning that if you want to put together the container for your french fries, you'll need a little bit of tape. This is totally optional, you don't have to do it. It just makes it a little more cute if you do. The next step is to take stock of all the supplies that come in your kit. So you should have 2 containers that have a bunch of different powders in them with different colors on them. You should have a container of toothpicks, a little spoon scoop, a container of yellow putty candy, and your tray. Make sure everything is there, and then find your scissors. Next, we cut apart our trays. So this little triangle one, that's our water dish. We cut that off first. Then follow the lines along the side and cut off the other 2 trays that are rectangular shape. So now your tray has 4 pieces. This first one is the ridged kit because the bottom has ridges. The second has a star on the bottom, so it's the star. The third one has our molds in it for bananas and apples, so I call it the banana and apple tray. And this is our water tray, our water scoop. One of our candies takes a longer time to set than the others, so we'll start with that, the candy apples. So, find the container that looks like this and cut it open. You only need the red and silver package, so you can put the others to the side. Open this one up and add it to your star container. This is the powder for your candy apple candy. Take your water scoop and add 2 full scoops of water to this candy apple mixture. Now you're ready to stir. You want to work kind of fast because this mixture starts to take shape very quickly. Find your mold that has the apples and the bananas in it and pour in the candy mixture to the apple shapes, which are the circle ones. It's okay if the mixture goes up and over the edge. I'm going to start my French fries next. Open your second package of powders, the one with the blue, green, and yellow packets. You only need the green one, so set the others to the side for now. Pour the green packet French fry mix into the ridged container. Add 1 scoop of water and mix well. When all the powder has disappeared into the mixture, you can start to use your finger to mush the candy down and flatten the top. The goal is to push it into the bottom so that they'll take the form of the French fries. I'm going to cut my French fries apart on the tiny cutting board on the package. Gently peel the French fries off the bottom of the tray. Be careful they stick together. Use your spoon to cut the fries apart on the ridges made by the bottom of the tray. are done cutting, find the French fry container if you are using it, and place the fries inside. If you are not using it, that's okay. You can put your finished French fry candies on the shop storefront. Very kawaii. I think they're hilarious. They're so small. I'm going to move my French fries and store out of the way for now so that we can make our corn on the cob candy. You'll need your cutting board, spoon, and the yellow taffy candy. From this yellow taffy, we can make 2 corn on the cobs by rolling the candy into a snake or a log, like clay in art class. Then use the spoon to break it in half. Keep shaping them until you think they are the right shape. They need to be short enough that they will fit in our corn on the cob mold. I tested mine just to make sure that it would fit before moving on to the next step. Next, we get to really make our corn look real. Find the silver and blue packet and open it. Pour half the corn kernel candy in this packet into the tray and spread them out. There's a couple different ways to do this. I'm using my spoon to move them around and get them to fall into the little holes. But you can also use your finger or gently shake the tray until they fall in on their own. Do whatever works best for you. When your kernels are spread out, take 1 corn candy and lay it on the kernels at the very bottom of this part of the tray. Push down hard enough that the kernels stick to the taffy, but not so hard that your candied corn loses its shape. Roll the corn up slowly, rotating it so that the kernels can stick to every side. This was the hardest part of making these candies for me, but challenges are fun, right? They're how we learn new things. So keep going, even if it's a little tricky. Here's my first corn. I love it. Time to add it to my storefront and make the second corn. Okay, it's banana time! In Japan, people eat choco bananas on hot summer days. Choco bananas are bananas on a stick covered in chocolate and sprinkles. Grab your apple and banana tray, your ridged tray, water dish, and the yellow and silver packet, which has the banana mix. Add 2 scoops of water to the ridged tray and the powder packet. Mix until all the powder has disappeared. When your dough is starting to stick together, you can take it out with your fingers and knead it. You should knead it at least 10 times. This will help it stick together and take the form of the banana. Break the dough into 3 lumps and press each one into one of the banana molds. You can use the spoon or your fingers to make it fit. Just make sure you press it in tight. Put the bananas to the side and we'll make our chocolate sauce. In the ridged tray, add 1 scoop of water and the brown and silver sauce package. Mix well. One by one, remove the bananas from the tray and pull off any rough edges. Add a toothpick to the bottom of each. I love how squishy these are. I thought it would be fun to dip the bananas in the chocolate at first, so that's how I started when I was adding chocolate. It's easier to use your spoon though. You should have a bag that is not silver, but red and clear, with sprinkles inside. If you want to add sprinkles to your bananas, now is the time. I'm going to move my bananas to their spot in my storefront. All this tiny food makes me feel like a giant. This is so great. By now, my candy apples are definitely set. They should have grown round on top, like a globe or a ball. Use your last 2 toothpicks to wiggle the candy apples free. They don't come out if you stab them and pull. Instead, this loosens them, and you can turn the apple over and stick the toothpick in the middle. That way, the flat part is on the bottom, and they will stand up when you put them on your storefront.
So there you have it, your Matsuri festival candies. I hope you had fun and enjoy. Let us know which flavor you like best and if this is something you'd like us to do again at the library. Thanks for watching. Bye!